What? Why did Star Wars get? No, first Star Wars out there. You holy shit right now.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an NL East matchup. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Miami Marlins. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
But I'd rather take that than advice from you. Who's kidding? Which one of y'all are ready to put in that work? Yeah, buddy, stop playing. You ain't never been able to put a bit of your effort in that hurt. Been ready, I'm waiting. Just a minute ago, you had a different tone in my hand. Heavy is the head that wears that crown.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Sandy Alcantara. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
And a ground ball to first. The flip to the pitcher covering. And an easy out to start the game. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Jerks and Profar in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 2.
No strike.
Late swing, foul to the left. 1 out, base is empty. That misses, and now 3-1.
3-1.
And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. That missed by a lot. 1-0.
Well, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the stat.
Lopez. Off balance feet. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Acuna off of first with 2 away. And there's a ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. One left for Atlanta. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here in Lone Depot Park. And going for Atlanta, Spencer Strider. What do we need to know here? Well,
Oh shit! Don't do that.
Stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Otto Lopez, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. In the air out to center.
Wow.
It falls in, and that's a knock.
Well, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of holding his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. That one missed. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Ah,
to the left.
so late on that. So fucking late.
And a foul ball.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Corey Seager.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
And
Fuck
there's
you
the
guys.
strike.
Come on, man.
0-1.
Strider checks on first, and he's back safely. Man at first, one away. Ball one there.
Ball 2. He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Strider deals. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Connor.
First and second, one out. Connor Norby now at the plate. Went deep in the ball game last night. Runners at first and second with one gone. Next pitch inside, 1-1.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one missing inside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tags and will move up to third. And now for the Marlins, Jonah
The first
Bride.
baseman.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
Nice.
Line drive, base hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So up next, Jesus Sanchez.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Batting average this month over 400.
Swinging a foul straight back.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the second game of the series. A little bit low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Inside, ball 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Griffin Conant waits on deck for Miami. And they're all loaded up.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
At the plate, Griffin Conant. And that one fouled off. Seager at third. Right on second. Sanchez at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
And that one is inside ball 1. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Huge strikeout there. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here is Austin Riley.
Riley.
Alcantara back to work. That one's in there. Strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was. Riley is one of those players that made his presence known in the majors right away. He hit a 438-foot home run off a Michael Walker fastball in his second at bat, which is probably the best way to make a first impression as a rookie, Boo.
And now it's even up. And a breaking ball misses outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider
Slides, but it gets by him.
He was all over that one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's Matt Olson. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. Tying run is at first. Here at the top of the second. Breaking ball misses down and away. Just missed. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. There's 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Jared Kelnick.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, batting over 300 so far this month.
And that one fouled off. Next pitch is outside. And that drops in for a strike. Rip to third. Fires over to first. And that'll do it. Braves go down quickly here, and it remains 1-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. And the batter now, Agustin Ramirez. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Profar settles under it. Makes the grab. Jacob Marcy, the next up for the Marlins. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. And that misses. And that is ball 1.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson.
Pop up in foul ground. Hauls it in for the out. So the lineup flips over. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Right through there for a strike.
You know, Boog, Strider spent time with a sports psychologist at Clemson while rehabbing from his surgery. They talked a lot about the concept of purpose and the importance of having a defined goal for everything you do. You know, it's something Strider now preaches himself.
Inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So digging in, Kyle Stowers. Struck out swinging his first time. There's a swing and a miss.
What's the guy? Why is he so late?
Lopez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Stowers batting second in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2019. This one in the dirt. Two outs. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Fucking late,
And that's
dude.
strikeout number 100 on the year. 1 left for Miami. They lead it 1-0.
You're late.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check
Oh,
out the
them
latest
right there.
news from
You
around
back
the
down, man.
Murphy.
There's a strike. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. Here's Orlando Arcia. First pitch misses. Arcia working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
1 down, base is empty. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Grounded out his first time up. And it's fouled away. 2 outs, base is empty. Next one misses, and now it's even 1-1.
Ball. 2-1.
Next offering is fouled back. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
The center fielder, number 7.
Profar climbs in on that left side.
Profar.
Oh, God.
High fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way, and it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they jump out front. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
You gotta stop leaving it up, bro.
Slings to first. They get the out on Acuna. And that is the inning. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. And at the plate for Miami, Corey Seager. That one ripped.
Corey, stay hit the ball over there, boy.
Over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, bro. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby. Swings through that one, 0-1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Too early.
Opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And Acuna able to make the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. And up next for Miami, Joe McBride. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. High fly ball, right field. Acuna there. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third.
God, he's slow.
And it's a double play to end the inning.
Always exciting to see him play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time.
Back here in Miami, and now
Get that ball on the fucking ground.
Absolutely crushing it on the season, up 25.8 units. I got some bangers. Let's get right into it. Craig Rishendale run plus 600 over at FanDuel. Ryan Mountcastle plus 630 over at FanDuel. Bobby Witt plus 425 over at FGM. And lastly, Athlete Rod's been plus 850.
Oh, man. This is getting stupid. sold. I know food's already sold.
The DH, Marcell Ozuna. Fouled off left side.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
2-2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Full count.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
This guy throw any pitch in any count, 3-2, goes off speed, gets the out.
Here comes Austin Riley. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Outside low, ball 1.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count.
Come on, dude, stop dropping the fucking ball.
First, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Matt Olson.
And first offering is fouled off. Outside with a breaking ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Ground ball left side. The throw to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Braves go down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here in Lone Depot Park, ready to go. Now it's the right field.
What the fuck? Wow. Everybody hit tonight. And that's why I play every ticket on the internet.
Jesus Sanchez. Swing.
Okay, who is that guy?
Swings and misses. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Kelnick coming on. Hauls it in for the out. Next is the designated hitter, Griffin Conine. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. First pitch, and he just misses.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And 1-2. Bases empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Ramirez.
Fucking God! Why am I so late on his pitches?
80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Late swing fouled off. Conine, the base runner at first with 1 out.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base.
Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now here is Jacob Marcy.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, get that first hit at the big league level.
And that's outside. Ball 1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground.
Fucking God, man.
On the right side of the infield.
1 strike.
This is horrible.
Next offering is in
so
for a
late on great
It's a tough
pitches, man.
pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
And it's filled up.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. And fouled off.
Fucking early again.
That one just misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
2 outs, bases full. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. Maybe a surprise here as the bullpen is already stirring. Jacob Junis up and loosening in the pen. Johnson also getting ready. Fastball is outside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Six straight outside the strike zone.
Look, in situations like these, the
picked
air
it off
can
the
get
leg.
really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Oh, they hit shit.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Bases loaded, 2 down. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
Really got himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. They said he's definitely getting away from him.
And here's Corey Seager to hit.
Corey Seager.
And a curve misses outside.
1 ball, no strike.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. And a count 1-2.
Don't do that.
Swings
Son
and
of a
misses,
bitch.
struck him out. So they get 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Alcantara back to work. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Stowers makes the catch, and there's 1 away. So here's Murphy now. Check swing, no appeal. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Just missed.
2-1.
Pitch misses there, and the count is 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
Arcia, the next to hit, takes outside. Grounder might be 2. Goes to second for 1, and that's 2. So they go quietly there. Last half of the 5th coming up. We are tied 2-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Connor Norton.
There it is.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That's worth the price of admission. His second home run of the series, and the Marlins jump out in front. It's 3-2. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Spencer Strider is done, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. Jacob Junis takes over on the mound.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And now Jonah Bride. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Junis goes 6 feet 3 inches, 32 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Jesus Sanchez getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Next offering is downstairs.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
No strike.
There's a strike. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Draws the walk there.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk.
1 down. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. First offering, and it just misses. Sanchez stands at first with 1 out. There's a strike.
There it is.
Right field, that's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Into the second deck it goes. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-2. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boom, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious. And
there it is.
Swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One out, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Agustin Ramirez. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning.
Ball.
That one down the line, and foul ball.
Ball 2.
The next offering misses, and now it's 3-2. Goes down looking. Jacob Marcy, the next up for the Marlins. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's 5-2. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Missed with a changeup. 1-0.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone. Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Outside low, and the count's even at 2. Fly ball down the line, and that will drop foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And it remains 2-2.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Rips that one to right. Sanchez takes it in for the out. 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Top of the order, 2 up in the whole half of the 6th. Marlins 5 and the Braves 2. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Number 63 getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Johnson also throwing. Next offering is down
1
low.
ball, 1 strike.
That one the other way, and it's caught for the out. Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Stowers. Check swing.
What the fuck was that, dude?
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. That one to first. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Corey Seager.
Number 5, shortstop Corey Seager.
The shortstop takes the ball. And now 2-1. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning going.
Third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Connor Norton. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
There's a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Oh,
cut on
shit.
and lifted in the air. Acuna sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Marlins lead 1. They're still out in front 5-2. Top of inning number 7. And now it's the Braves DH, Marcell Ozuna. And that drops in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
No.
Just missed. That one fouled off. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Ball 3. Full count.
On the ground, right side. Sneaks through, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment.
Fuck!
So the Marlins go with a new arm, Jesus Tinoco.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And a foul ball.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Slider got him for strike 3. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one wrapped foul. Ozuna over at first with 1 away. Next offering misses down and away. Off the mark there. 2-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now it's 3-2.
Fucking bullshit.
Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty. Now in for the Braves, Jared Kelnick. That one to first, and that's foul. 2 outs. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2.
Kelnick checks his swing, appeal to third. He did not go around. Good eye in that spot.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Braves strand 1, and the deficit remains 5-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Pierce Johnson.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Pierce Johnson.
And now for the Marlins, Joe McGraw.
The first
Struck
baseman.
out on just 3 pitches last time.
And a first pitch fast.
Said it. I said it.
Ball is in for a strike.
Ball.
Inside, just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
Fuck, I didn't
He was
explain
fooled.
that.
Well, and those hitters'
2
counts
balls, 2
sometimes
strikes.
can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
And that one misses up and in. Ball 3.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. On the ground is short, Arcia. In plenty of time to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Number 7,
Jesus Sanchez, the next to hit. Upstairs. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1.
1-1.
That's down and in. Right-hander kicks, deals. And it finds its way through for a hit.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Next to hit, Griffin Conine. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Boog, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
1-2.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And strike 1 to the catcher.
No balls, 1 strike.
Pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Ball 2.
In the dirt, blocked. Johnson fires. That's off the mark, and the count is filled up.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Right through there, got him. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Miami, and it remains 5-2. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Sean Murphy.
Tinoco back to work. And that drops in for a strike.
There it was. is hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. An 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Oh. Good Lord.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Orlando Arcia. That's a laser base hit.
Well, a swing like that can help.
It's down. Who hit? Missed. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
You come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Back to the top of the order now. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the ninth.
Oh, yeah.
Got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
On the ground, and that's just foul. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Here's Lopez for one. And yet another twin killing. Their fourth of the day, and it ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Marlins 5 and the Braves 2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Aaron Bummer.
His first test will be from the left side, and that's been a struggle for him this season. They've been seeing him pretty well and doing some damage against him.
And at the plate for Miami, Jacob Marcy. That one ripped right center field. Going back. And
Come on, let this kid get something.
Just missed a homer that time.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, but just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Now it's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Dylan Lee getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Number 63, the right-hander, also getting loose. Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one. So up next, Kyle Stowers.
The left fielder, Kyle Stowers.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 1. Foul ball.
Oh my God, early.
Step off, throw to first. And he dives back in safely. And that's
God, that's a
it's
check,
a strikeout.
yeah.
Here's Siegs to the plate now. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Lopez, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The shortstop takes the ball.
2-1.
And he takes a strike.
2-2. Full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. To second, and he's out. And that is the inning.
Leading off for Atlanta, the center fielder, number 7, Jarrett Singh.
now, and on the mound, the closer, Andrew Nardi. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And there's a strike.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
This one could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah.
As soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, players pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. And that one in the air center field. Makes the catch for the out. One down. He's 2 outs away. Here's Marcell Ozuna. And that's a little bit high. And it's 1-0. 1 out and a runner at second here in the top of the ninth. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go high.
That one inside. And the count now even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Base knock right field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you...
Liner, and this could be trouble. 1 runs in, and it's off the top of the wall. Runner around third. The relay to the plate. Tag. Not in time. Safe. And now they trail by 1. 1 out. Runner at second. Here's Matt Olson now.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn their keep.
So the tying run at second. Slider misses outside. And right back to the mound. Tosses to first, and Olson is set down.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Line drive, down the line, and it's foul. Man at second. Ripped into center, base hit. Here comes Riley. He'll score. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at second. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. All even at 5 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
This nigga gave it up, man.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Joe Jimenez.
Now,
And one thing on him, He's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Seager stands in now. And that is out of play. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. He goes down looking.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Norby in the box with one away as he takes ball one.
No strike.
Tap foul at the plate. Ball to strike. On the ground to the left. And it's just foul. That was close. That one is absolutely belted. On the move, heading back. Gone.
Gone. Walk it off.
And the Marlins walk it off.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with a big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing in the bat, nice win for the team.
6-5 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit.
My darling, I've been waiting for your company. My sugar, feels like you only come around for me. My glass is never empty. You always fill it up to the tea, and I'm still just trying to understand. Is it my love that took you off the shelf now? Is it your love making dance by myself now? Is it our love sets my soul on fire? Is it our love?
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Miami Marlins. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boo, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
6 home runs.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. Pitching in our game today, Edward Cabrera. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you know, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. In the 6th spot for them in this one, Matt Olson.
Well, these days we know teams, you know, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him. Make sure he doesn't beat you. So you know they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Handles, throws to first. Nice, efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Check swing, called strike. That one misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1 and 2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good job to fight that one off. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Next offering is down low. And that's ball 3.
Count is full.
On the ground, out to short. And it's through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Not even close there. And it's 2-1. Acuna off of first with 2 away. There's a swing and a drive. Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. 2 left for Atlanta. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Reynaldo Lopez. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
And a swing and a miss. 1 gone here.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Now a chance for Dane Myers. That's off the mark, and 1-1. And there's a ball. 1 out, bases empty. Late with the swing there.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. That one drilled left field. Kelnick makes the grab for the second out. And time now for the Marlins lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why. Getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Two outs. Swing and a foul out of play. Lopez fires. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Line drive at him in center field. Top of the second, Matt Olson up to the plate.
Baseman, Matt Olson.
Cabrera back to work. These two offenses could put up runs in a hurry. Right side, Bryant. Throws to first in time. One up, one down. Here's Jared Kelnick. 3 for 7 in the series so far. There's a strike. Cabrera, in his 4th year, he features a changeup, a four-seamer, a curve, a sinker, and he works in a slider. Cabrera ready to fire now. Gets under it and pops it up. Lopez. 2 away now. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Sean Murphy. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 outs, base is empty. Just missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Next offering is fouled back. And the righty deals. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Second inning here, no score. That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Braves go down quickly here. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby. Norby launched a pair of homers in his last game. And that's fouled off. That misses. And a count 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2-2.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Pretty simple plan of attack on the mound right there.
Yeah, nothing but fastballs. They just kept putting down the #1 and letting it fly. I like it.
Yeah, me too, and I'd love to hit against that. But, of course, when you're in the box, you think he's bound to change speeds on you at some point. You're just kind of locked up, sort of like reverse psychology.
Over to first, and a couple of quick outs. Next to hit, Jesus Sanchez.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Murphy. He's got it, and the inning is over. And the Marlins down quietly. We'll move to the third with no score. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Orlando Arcia. That one's in there. Strike one. Swings through it for the K. Had him out front for strike three.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter's going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Top of the third, no score. And there's a foul ball. That one in the dirt, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fights it off, he'll see another. One down, base is empty. Out to short, and it's through for a hit. Now batting Jurickson Profar. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Check swing and he went. It's 0-1. Profar hails from Curacao. Same place that produced Andrew Jones. Albies leads off first with 1 away. Runner takes off. Pitch in the dirt. Throw to second.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run call from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball still, 1-2 count.
Well, this is the type of hitter you want up in this situation. Some sluggers coming up behind him. He's so good at moving runners, but also getting on base. See if he can be patient here.
Cut out and missed, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Agustin Ramirez digs in now. Hitless in 4 at bats yesterday. Right through there for his strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Center field. Profar under it. That's out number 2. Jacob Marcy now at the plate, looking for his first big league hit right here. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. And that's their first base runner of the game. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up.
Here goes the runner. Pitch outside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. And another ball.
Fuck.
Hard hit left side. Arcia whips it to first. Third out. Marlins lead. Back here at Lone Depot Park. New inning getting started. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Ronald Acuna Jr. And ball one to the right fielder. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Everything came together for him. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the...
Oh,
this one full it's hammered. This one hooking, it's got a chance.
Wow, oh my God.
No, good solid contact right there, just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3 double play, and the inning is over.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Back here in Miami, bottom 4, and now for the Marlins, Dane Myers. And that one fouled off. Pitch misses, and a count even 1-1. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next,
so now it's Corey Seager.
Over
once already.
Seager.
And that one fouled off.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Oh, come on.
Kelnick squeezes it, and there's one down. And up next for Miami, Connor Norby struck out swinging his first time. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball 1. Runner on the goal. Pitch inside. The throw. Tag. And he's out.
Outstanding job behind the dish to catch him right there, trying to steal. Really quick catch and throw. Set up with great footwork. Man, he popped out of that crouch, threw a laser down to second base. Nice job.
Next offering upstairs. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Yeah, there's ball 4.
That's ball 4. Runner, take your base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line, going into the gap. will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Acuna has it sized up. And that is that. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Cabrera back to work. And that's downstairs and outside. Kelnick, 25 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Wisconsin. Next offering is downstairs. Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And there's the automatic. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Seager tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Arcia stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a chopper out to short. Seager whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Down in order go the Braves. And we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton and set to get us started. Bottom five, Jesus Sanchez. Late on that fastball.
You know, these Marlins, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit-by-pitch to lead off the inning. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. Fly to left his first time. Ball one, no strikes. That one is absolutely belted. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Coming home. He will score, and the Marlins have the lead.
Well, the strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride alone, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. The changeup missing. Now 1-2.
1-2.
And that one is inside. And that's down and away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Lopez gets the swing and the miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. And at the plate for Miami, Jacob Marcy trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Number 63 getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Lee warming up as well. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
1 and 2's the count.
One out and a runner at second. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Tapped in front of the plate. Throw on to Olsen. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. It's now 1-0. And we're back. All set for the top of the sixth. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Missed with a changeup. 1-0.
1-0.
Check swing, and that's a ball. To the right side, Lopez. In plenty of time to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. Here's Pro. Far down. Base knock center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
The right fielder.
Here's Acuna now. He's 2 for 2. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen.
Now pitching for
George Soriano on to pitch here. And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Marcy puts it away for the out. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That's in there. That's strike one. Profar off of first with 2 away. And a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. Way high.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That missed by a lot. 2-2. On the ground, right side. On to Seager. And that is that. Nice work from the Miami pen there. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Marlins 1 and the Braves nothing. Bottom of the sixth. And now for the Marlins, Dane Myers. Flying drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And the leadoff man aboard. Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Ronaldo Lopez will depart, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Now on the bump, number 63. He last pitched 2 days ago. Now it's Corey Seager. Both 2 in this one. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
It's 0-1.
That one not close. 1-1. Nobody out. Runner at first. The shortstop takes the ball. Double play ball to second. There's one. On to Olsen. That's two.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Norby. He is struck out, and he is walked. A little out front there as he swings through it. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Jacob Junis preparing to come on if needed. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
That one outside, and it's 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball.
And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing for the top of inning number 7. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. And that is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. And that's a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 ball, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Looking to get the tying run on base. Not close with that one. Now 1-2. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Marcy under this one. Makes the grab, one down. Here is Matt Olson. That one misses. Ball one. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Up and in, and it's 2-1. That's a little bit low. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one back there off the sculpture. It's a home run. That did some damage. He'll touch them all. His 21st of the year. It's 1-1. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
And now Jared Kellner. This one in the air right field. Sanchez ranging after it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 away. And now here is Sean Murphy. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a breaking ball misses outside. That missed inside. And a full count now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here comes a 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Now batting.
Go ahead, run on base. Now at the plate, Orlando Arcia. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. But they're able to even it up here in the late innings. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Aaron Bummer.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And here. It's the first baseman, Jonah Bride. Ground ball. Tosses across to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Ball 1
that
there.
Missed. That's a ball. 1-1.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
1-2.
All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Conine at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there.
No balls.
It
1
might
strike.
be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Hit in the air left field. Arcia pulls it down, and that's the inning. Back here in Lone Depot Park. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Now
Righty reliever out of the pen, Cal Quantrill.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Quantrill back to work. That one pulled foul. Quantrill back to work. Just missed.
Down. Ball.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
That's a really good take.
That one misses. So lead off walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Profar in the box now. Takes strike 1. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Chopped on the ground. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field, way back there, and it is out of here. He made him pay for that one. His 23rd of the year, and they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 4-1. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well.
Ozuna in the box now. No balls and a strike. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. And we're in the top of the 8th. And there's the strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed or what? Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Tap back to the mound. Fires to first in time. 2 down, bases empty. And now Matt Olson up to hit. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Swings through that one for strike 2. 0-2. Swing and a line drive and a base hit out into left center field.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Hard hit right side. They take the force out, and that will end the inning. Acuna goes yard for the Braves. It's now 4-1. You're dialed into the show. Carlos Rodriguez into the game as a defensive sub now, and he'll take over in center. New pitcher now, Joe Jimenez.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Ramirez in the box again, takes a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Activity in the bullpen. Raisel Iglesias, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Lee getting loose as well. Swing and a pop-up. Jimenez. And there's one away.
Now batting.
Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. And that's strike 1. Jimenez, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
That one almost got him. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 2 outs, bases empty. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. They say you win.
What?
0-2.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So they make short work. Back here in Miami, here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. Quantrill back to work. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And that one's a little bit low. And it's 1-1. And a base hit up the middle. And a good start to the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this.